Morning, morning, morning. Just want to tell you the history of football. Very fascinated. I found out a while ago. During the medieval times, the French used to go at it. It's like 100-year war, etc. The French used to sail over and attack France. And what they would traditionally do, you'd send signals all the way to London City at the time, and they would march down to confront the French. Now, as they marched down, they used to collect different fighting age males from the villages, and they would be seconded into the military to fight for his kingship. Now, the problem was when they got into the battle, it was obviously very violent, very brutal, but the peasants weren't battle hardened. They were blacksmiths, fishermen, thatchers, all these kind of things. So at the first sign of pain or blood or problems, they'd run away. So what the idea was that they'd invent football. Now, football was played in a fashion like football and rugby in one. There's still a village in England that play it, and the object was to get a big leather ball from one end of the village to the other. But you can get it there by any means necessary: punch, kick, bite, hit people with sticks, all those kind of things. Now, one village would play another village, and this game would go on for a whole day because there's a lot of people fighting, those kind of things. So what would happen now, if one village won, let's say France is in my sense, let's say Peckham won, Brixton lost, nothing there personally, then Peckham would go on to play Dulwich next. And at the end of the match, every time they get really excited, like really that kind of battle cry, which you see in football today when the fans get excited. So now when the king marched down to fight the French, and he'd pick up all the fighting age males, they were battle hardened. They used to be hit, broken bones, all these kind of things, and they wouldn't run away in the first sign of bloodshed and the problem in the battle. As modern technology came in, you got the musket gun and things like that. You didn't really need the battle hardening sport because it's more about skills, things like that. So what they did, they split the game, and you had football, you had rugby. Now, originally, rugby is meant for poor people because it's still a brutal sport. You're allowed to fight and all those things. The football was meant for the gentlemen. But the problem was the poor don't own lots of land with perfect grass, but you can kick a ball anywhere. So what happened, as we know today, rugby's a thug sport played by gentlemen, and football's a gentleman's sport played by thugs. And that's the history for you of football. Have a nice day. Taxi Chronicles.